Today we're talking about Border Gateway Protocol, which has to do with the way the various networks within the internet interconnect and talk to each other. So if the connection is too linear and there's just like one path only and this is the only way you can get from A to B, then everything can just fall apart, because if something in the middle there breaks, then nothing can get there. But if there are multiple routes and different ways for data to transfer, then things can still get where they need to go, even if the quickest route is not available at that time.
Which leads me to introduce our examples. Our first example, we're going to be showing you how a linear connection would not work using lights that I have set up for the holiday of Halloween. And our example of a working border gateway protocol, which is used in today's world, is going to be a very good drawing of New York and its postal service to show sort of how mail and how information, we're using mail as a real life example, but we're going to show you how it can all get to different places and ultimately get to where it needs to go in the fastest route possible. So for the first example, we're going to show you a failing linear border gateway protocol. So right here is our power source for all the networks to just intertwine. So if we plug this, say, into the main server, you can get from over here, which that would be all working and turned on, which they all connect, they're all talking to each other, up through here, through this other server right here, which is only one, and it goes through here, and it keeps going all the way over to there. But now say, if this one wants to talk, if the purple lights want to talk to the orange lights, and just this one fails, now since they were plugged into the green lights, neither the purple or green lights can reach over there, and vice versa, that cannot reach over to the purple lights. And same if you unplug this one, the door lights will not be able to talk, and the spider lights and everything else turn off. So that's sort of the issue, to where if you're all connected through one short line like this, if one fails, it basically all fails. Unless, if this purple one fails, yes, the orange lights can still talk to the spider lights, but it's inefficient considering if there's a lot of traffic trying to go from here to there, it doesn't have any other pathway to go, so it can ultimately slow down the internet and how everything interacts. So that's going to do it for the linear border gateway protocols that don't really work out, and now on to the border gateway protocols that we actually use today that is keeping the internet all intertwined and working. A good drawing of New York.
So this is our really fantastic drawing of New York.
Really good drawing.
Greatest drawing around. So this is it's like the New York Postal Service and the post offices in different cities. So obviously we're in Buffalo. Let's say we need to get a message from Buffalo to somewhere else. If we wanted to just go somewhere like, say, Alfred, it's right there, a direct connection, no problem to get it there. It's really easy and quick. But if we wanted to get it somewhere farther, like, say, Albany, there's several different options for routes we can take. Buffalo obviously can't directly connect there. There's no giant cord connecting Buffalo to Albany. So if Syracuse has a direct connection to Albany, and Rochester connects to Syracuse, and each postal service can tell the next one, oh, hey, I know how to connect to there, and I know how to connect to there, so that they can tell Buffalo, hey, we know how to connect to there, and directly there, so we know how to get our messages from here to there. But if for some reason, say, Syracuse's postal service breaks down, they can't work, they're not sending anything, then we still have a way to get there, because there's these other routes, these other post offices that connect as well. So we can go, instead of Rochester, Syracuse, Albany, we can go Buffalo, Alfred, Binghamton, then Albany.
So those are our two examples of border gateway protocols. As you can tell from our first example to our second example, our first example wasn't nearly as efficient as our second one, because in the first one, if one connection broke, the entire thing wasn't efficient and could not work. Whereas in the second one, if you were trying to get to somewhere far, there were ultimately different routes that connected to each other. So it always had a path to where you wanted to go. hope that was clear. I hope you guys liked learning about Border Gateway Protocol with lights and mail. So, good deal. It won't friggin' close.
Keep trying. You can get it.
I swear to God, these are childproof. And as you can see here, we're drawing Hangman.